If you are not joining us on YouTube or TikTok, I'm going to share the channel so that you can. We'll put it on Facebook so you'll be able to see us live. We have a wonderful guest today. One of our own, Kansas City's own, one of our close friends, Mr. Murad Baheyadeen, here. Before we dive in, I have to ask, what y'all sipping on? What y'all sipping on today?
I just got some water.
Water and tea.
Water and tea. I have ice myself. Drinking out some water. Yes, and enjoying that water. All right, I'm about to put it on Facebook for you guys that are not quite on our YouTube page yet. You can check my page out. I'm also going to put it on our Sippin' and Spillin' the Tea page so you can join us on YouTube. Those that have not seen it yet, join us live as we speak to Mr. Murad Baheyadeen, the founder of the organization M.O.V.E and L.O.V.E, a wonderful organization that's been around many, many years, serving and supporting our youth, our underserved youth in the community. And we're just happy to have him here to share all the great things that he's done for our youth and the events that may be coming up, how you can have your youth, if you know some youth, to be engaged with the organization.
Right.
Yes. So, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you for being here.
This is my pleasure. I've been waiting a long time, patiently waiting.
Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
I'm here on the station. I'll let them know the real deal. I'm not holding back tonight.
Well, I see it. You started in already.
I'm not
Just
holding
because
back.
we've known each other since we were kids. You started already. No, it's all right.
No, I love what you all are doing. That was a beautiful intro. But just know,
Go ahead.
that our organization, I'm one of the co-founders of it. I'm one of the co-founders. I am the president and CEO.
Yes.
I am one of the co-founders. There were many others that would come together collectively
Okay.
to start this organization.
Many others. Oh, okay. Okay.
Really, seriously, there was many others. And a year later, we started L.O.V.E. after M.O.V.E.
After M.O.V.E.
It was
Okay.
after M.O.V.E., so we came first. So we're in charge.
Okay, M.O.V.E. is in charge. Here we go.
Just kidding. No trouble.
This is right here. So before we even just talk about M.O.V.E. and L.O.V.E, I would love for you to just share a little background about yourself, please. Please, would you? Because I don't want to just talk too much. The most recent thing that I love to talk about, we'll get to that. But yes, please,
Okay,
share
just a
with the
little
community.
bit.
Yeah, yeah. If you can share a few
Okay,
things. Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
I will disclose a few of mine.
Great accomplishments.
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah.
Let's just start with this. Was born in St. Louis. A lot of
Woo,
people.
woo! Oh,
Hey!
that's your home.
A lot of people didn't know
West
that.
Hospital.
I was born in St. Louis, and our family moved here around 1975. So I was just a little pup, and then they had us in a private school. It was called Sister Claire Muhammad School. So to understand who I am today, you have to understand where the foundation was set, and that's really where it was set. We had a village here, what I like to call a village, because it was Muslims, non-Muslims, it was believers, and people that just wanted to do right in the world.
Yes.
And that was part of our village. That's what my parents reached out to. Like I said, I won't tell y'all what I was, and then you'll calculate it. So once we moved here, some of the things that they had us involved in the community was just giving back. So it started young. Before I was even 10. And then from there, let's fast forward to my teenage years, where you all kind of, right before you all met me, I was a counselor at the YMCA. So that was the first time I had a chance to really deal with youth and be involved. And from there, being a counselor there had me have a chance to learn the different characteristics of youth that are involved in a number of things, good and bad, to be honest with you. So elevating from there, the first inkling of giving back as far as to the youth, my mother came to me. My mother saw how I worked with the youth there at the YMCA, and she asked me, she said, "Now, it's a true story, so you can use this."
I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it.
She asked me, she said, "Son," she said, "I think you do well with the youth." He said, "Is that something, have you ever thought about maybe doing something with the youth?" And you know what I said? I said, "Mom, no." I said, "Mom, I don't know what you think you see, but I'm waiting on 5 o'clock where I can clock out and leave." So that's what I'm waiting on. But it was at the same time they started ad hoc. You know, like I said, my name is Murad Baheyadeen. My parents are Majid and Awesome. Good friend of the family, I'm sure you all know, is Alvin Brooks, and they called boards, and as they were starting ad hoc, I was just volunteering. You know, so I really learned a lot of, you know, the good that I've done in the community from my parents. So when you think about M.O.V.E, this is what I want you to think about our organization, that we're a branch off the tree of ad hoc. That's just to keep it real. Just to keep it real. We didn't know, and I didn't know back then what I was doing. I was just being young Murad, you know, nothing special, just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And follow my parents' leads and the other examples, like I said, in the village.
Yes. Can I ask you, there's a mic there. You sounding pretty loud, but just
That's
in
what
case.
I-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hey, y'all give me a mic now.
Oh.
Let me just hold it up here. So from there, I need to hold it closer, or
Yes,
just fine.
that's fine.
So from there, was Central. That's where I met you.
Whoop whoop.
Central Blue Eagles. Graduated from Sister Claire Muhammad School as a private school student. And then when I would come to, well, I think we know about Central back in the 80s. I don't know if I need to.
You don't need to elaborate.
I don't know if I need
too
to
much.
clarify what I had to deal with, but
Right.
coming from a private school to Central.
It was an adjustment.
Culture shock.
Oh, my
Cause we
goodness.
had a variety.
I have stories, I couldn't believe, and this is not a knock on Central. I love my community,
Yeah.
I love my people, love my family, but it is my story.
Right. That's right.
My first, one of my first experiences and shocks, I'll say, you said it was a culture shock, so I'm gonna use your words, was that the students were talking back to the adults,
Yes.
teachers, and I couldn't believe that because where I was from, my father would have took my ear and turned it and squeezed it until it popped. You know, there was no way we could have gotten away with that. So I was just shocked, like, oh, so we can talk back, or they can.
Not all students. Let me say that. Not all students, I beg your pardon.
It was not all students, but to see it when they didn't get in
Just to
trouble,
see, yeah.
I was like, whoa, they don't get in trouble for that? Among other things, that was just the lighter part, but from there, it was just growing up, and I don't know how much of my story you want to go on.
Whatever you're
Okay.
comfortable with.
This is your
Yes, this is-
segment.
yeah,
This
this
is
is
your
your
time.
time. Let's get comfortable. This
Okay,
is
I'm
good.
getting comfortable.
You got the spotlight, brother.
I could get in trouble.
All right, we don't want some mad up in here.
See, now, see.
Well, just on a quick note, our sister, she's ill, she's under the weather, she can't be here, I took her seat, and she said, I work with Murad at the YMCA.
Terry.
Terry, we miss you, Terry.
We love you. Feel better.
Terry is awesome. I want to say something just real quick. I've admired you all from afar. You all haven't known. Particularly after high school.
What?
Particularly after high school.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. When I'm out here in the community, one of the major things that I'm trying to do is something you all are already doing. As an example, I'm telling you what you're doing that you probably don't even know you're doing. You're showing what it's like to grow up together, going through trials and tribulations. Because I know life is life, but through that, in our community, unfortunately, this is just my experience, in our community, it doesn't take much of life in before we disagree with the most minor thing and become rivals.
Yes.
It doesn't take much. You can love, I've seen it. We can love each other 1 second and unfortunately with one disagreement, because life is life and it's just a test.
Yes.
And we fail those tests. So I've been watching you all, just so you know, my peripheral vision. You know?
Well,
your big brother. I've been cheering for you. I've been cheering for
Okay.
you. That's why I get on you all about.
Yes.
The show took y'all long enough to ask.
Yes.
Look, I've gotten sensitive since I got noticed.
Yeah, so that's my story, but just know when I went to Central, I did have friends and family, the Salam, the Suleiman, my team, my cousin, my brother Yaya, they all went to Lincoln. I went to Central all by myself, coming from
At
high
first,
school.
because my team ended up coming.
Yeah, but they briefly, him and Sean Tyler. And,
Yes,
and
yeah, it
it took
was
them
a
to
couple
get-
years,
Yeah, it
yeah.
took them a while, but just know from those relationships that I've had with my brothers and cousins, and we did do other things that you all may not have known that we were doing. I'll tell you what,
Tell us.
we were singing and performing.
I already know.
But I didn't do that within Central because
Yes.
I was still trying to figure out
Central.
who I, yeah, there you go.
Central, because that's an environment by itself.
I'm still trying to figure that out, 'cause I didn't want to sing too much and then somebody trip me and I would have to do something else. I don't want to be singing. At the same time, okay, no, I'm not a singer. But we were doing things like that to stay off the streets and to keep our minds right and to sing, music, calms your soul, So we were doing things like that throughout my years at Central, keeping me calm.
Well, I've seen, it made me laugh, I can't remember who put it on there, I'm assuming it had to be you, it was an old picture of you all back in school.
See?
And I just started laughing, cause I remember all of them looking like that, being
Like
like
they were
that.
entertainers, had their entertainer outfits on.
Yes, look, meditating.
Right. So from the beginning, been trying to find that balance,
Yeah.
trying to figure it out, trying to balance, performing, life is life in friends, And then as we got older, we know we lost people along the way, because our communities got a little rough, so we had to kind of figure that out. So just along the way, just know, I've been watching you all and I really admire you all. I'm serious, I'm very proud of you all, and I salute you all, and please continue.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you, big brother. But that just truly speaks to, for me, even though you say it's a spin-off of Ad Hoc, but that is speaking to your heart and bringing us back to you being a co-founder and wanting to have something for our youth yourself.
Right.
Yeah, with Movement Love.
Right.
So can I just shift us a little bit into that, into Movement
Absolutely.
Love?
Absolutely.
Could you speak to the acronym first?
Okay.
And then maybe a little bit about, like the premise behind when you guys were first starting, what you were thinking and establishing everything.
After I graduated from Central, at the tender age of 18, about a month later, I started working at UPS. I'm still there today.
Woo! He,
40th year at UPS.
woo!
You hear that? You hear that?
Are you gonna retire?
We're committed to jobs, we just don't get mad at somebody and quit.
Right.
It's too much and we quit.
He been there for 40 years.
Yeah, this will be my 40th year, but this is all connected to Moving Love. It's
Okay.
all connected to Moving Love. As a young adult, going through the job, meeting lots of people. When we say life is life on the streets and outside in our communities, even within your job, things happen. It's like a roller coaster. You go through good times and bad times. And through the years at UPS, I kind of elevated being a union steward because we're Teamsters.
That's common too.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm the
okay, yeah, we're gonna-
secretary.
Okay, yeah, what we talking about?
Yes.
So a group of, and it was older men, they said, look, have you ever thought about being a union steward, a leader within our Teamsters? I'm like, well, let me pray about it, let me, talk to the family. And the next day I said, yes. I said, absolutely. I said, you know what, if it's a challenge, if it's something that my peers on my job is honoring me with, that they will see me as someone that could lead them and to be like an attorney on the job. I said, you know what? Absolutely. So with that, I just gained a lot of respect on my job. A lot of respect. So, but at some point, and I'm working 60 hours. 60 hours a week.
Hey, you getting
60
it in.
And that
hours
include
a
the
week.
union
I
part.
promise. 60 hours a week for years. But through those years, I said, you know what? I'm no longer having the time to like volunteer with ad hoc a lot of times. I just kind of started our life, you know. So I didn't have as much time. But I said, you know, within my workforce, I said, we have to do something.
Yeah.
Because I'm with my peers and my coworkers more than I am with some of my friends. So I'm saying, you know what, I know what's in my heart, I know what was cultivated because of how I grew up. I said it has to be more than just working and saving, I'm helping people keep their jobs.
Yes.
So I text every male, I start off with the men, with all due respect. I said, let me text every man, because I don't know. I said, let me text every man and say, look, what can we do? And because I didn't care what it was. I didn't care, this was the phrase that I used. I said, I don't care, because every man that answered, I said, it was about 20 of them. I said, let's just go out to Buffalo Wild Wings or Bar and Grill somewhere and just talk and just bond and say, what can we do collectively? Because all of us are working all these hours. What are we doing for our community? Little or nothing probably, but we do things individually, but not collectively.
Yes.
So about 20 of them answered and said, look, we know you. You have more in mind than just sitting around eating wings. Crystal, I said to myself, no, that's all I was thinking about. I was eating wings, and what did they want to do? And this was the phrase that I used. I said, I don't care, y'all, if we come up with a number 2 pencil collectively. That's what I asked them. I said, a number 2 pencil. Show that we can do something collectively as men. And they said, you know, we know you, Murad. No, it's going to be more than that. I said, well, this is like a day later, and then we're going to meet another next month. I said, man, I prayed. Like I said, my heart was beating. I had a catharsis, to be honest with you. I had a catharsis and connected with my Creator and said, wow, these men are listening to me. They want to do something. So I said, that next meeting we got together, it was about 15, so it lost about 5. So they said,
They're like, I'm not fooling with Murad. He gonna have us.
Right, they said, oh boy. So they asked me, they said, what are you thinking? I said, okay. I said, I'm not thinking anything in particular. I said, but I do have people that are in my life. I said, I want to meet with my mother, father, Alvin Brooks, and just set up a meeting and see what they think that the community needs of what we can do as men.
Okay.
Okay?
That's a good story.
Right. So we set up a meeting at ad hoc. By then it was about 7 of us. We lost it. But they were busy. This is all respect. So if I'm not saying anything.
I got you.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm protecting some of the fellas that didn't show up.
It wasn't for them.
Right, it wasn't.
They had
That
a,
one day jump.
they was exactly. They had another path.
That's why I say with all due respect, because I love them all to this day, I promise. So we met with Alvin Brooks, and I gave him the spiel. I said, Unc, we as men, you know, I haven't been in the community as much as I was when I was younger, but these men, about 80% of them I work with, the other 20 is just, you know, that know me. So we said, we want to do something, so what is it that we can do? So he said, okay. Well, I can't tell you what he said, but I'm gonna say this. He kept it real, and he was like, now y'all sure? You sure you all ready for something like this? Because it's not Peachy King, it's not,
It's not great.
It's gonna be grinding.
It ain't like
Grind.
sunshine.
he said, look, are you sure y'all ready? Because he didn't want us to waste his time. He knew I was real, I believe, but he wanted everybody else to know, okay, if you're all rolling with this brother here, the assignments that I'm gonna give him, I'm gonna give to you all. So he gave us some assignments, and one of the first ones was, and I love her to this day, I'm gonna give her a shout out, Ms. Osmond Temple, the Mothers in Charge. That is my sister. He said, what I'm gonna do is, I want you all to be men and just be there for the women of Mothers in Charge. And just show support of them first. You all do that first. So that's what we did. We went to the vigils. And oh, I love Roz, and I can go on and on and on. That's my sis. And we just wanted to show them support. We went to their meetings and we just let them know, look, we just want to quietly show us as men.
Yes.
It was MOVE, stands for Men of Vision and Empowerment.
Yes.
That's the acronym, it's MOVE. And we just want to show, because we didn't know our way yet, we didn't know what we were going to do. Mr. Brooks was sending us through,
Training.
there you go. Now I know what it was. He was trying to test us out.
Yeah.
So from there, we did that, and it went wonderful. They were like, we want them around all the time because we want to be men to show you women and ladies that we just want to support you all. We just lost your son or daughter to violent crime. So we started bringing water, napkins, paper towel, things that they would cry, and just wanted to show. And so people saw us on the news, saw us with our MOVE. And while I was up there, I saw Carl Boyd in the crowd. I was like, oh, they're going up again. So my dear brother Carl Boyd saw us, and then Mr. Brooks had us at some other events. It's kind of like he just had us on tour, so to speak. Just trying to see if we're going to be men.
Y'all was on probation.
A probation period. Yes.
We were on probation, and then I don't know if I like the way that sounded.
Not in that way. A lot of jobs have a 60 or 90 day. You might have a certain number of events.
Okay.
Probation.
Trial just sound no better. That was a trial. Sound better either.
So we did that, and then I saw the mayor, Sly James. By then, we had some meetings with MOVE, and we said, let's come up with 6 E's. We had the E's, and one of them was etiquette, education, empowerment, and Sly James, our mayor, said, out of respect, he said, I would love if you all can start off with education. He said, because if we can teach our youth by the age of, he said like the 4th grade, 3rd grade, to read, they have a better chance of not being incarcerated.
Yeah.
So those are beautiful E's, entrepreneurship, employment, economics, those are all beautiful E's.
Yes.
He said, but education, please, Baheyadeen. My father was there, we got pictures of him, he was just talking to me. He asked me, I tell us, but just ask him. We can start off with education. And then from there we said, let's mentor our youth. Let's mentor our youth. And from there, interviewing on radio shows and things like that. I want to say it was like KPRS, just about MOVE, because we was mentoring youth.
Yes.
But I'm gonna promise you all something, with everything that I know and everything we went through, MOVE would not be in existence without the ladies. This is before L.O.V.E. even started. We really did need men and women. I painfully found out that men, it exists.
Some details would be left out. Just say that. Yeah. Some details.
I like the way you
You
said it. That's what I'll do. I'll just pause sometimes when I think about how to put it, and I'm just gonna listen to you because I like the way you put it.
Yeah. Some details.
We needed it badly, I'll say. So on the radio, people would call in, and one of the callers asked about, what about women? So that just stuck in our minds. So at our next meeting, some of the ladies that was very instrumental with MOVE, we just got together and said, you already see what we're doing. This is a year later.
Yes.
What do you think? They were like, let's come up with an acronym. Right? Exactly.
I always look at it like, sometimes we need to step back. Like you said, it's some details, but you can be behind the scenes, y'all don't need to be up front and center. That's the issue with, I see a lot of us. It's like, we wanna be front and center.
Right.
Stay behind the scenes sometimes.
But fortunately, Alicia, and it was just a year, but I'm gonna give all the credit to you all ladies that were a part of us, our organization, helping us stay strong. They were not the ladies that were involved were not trying to be out front. Because they saw it was challenging, you know, we had to do a few things, you know, with the youth to make sure that they, you know, could pay attention, not in a bad way, but, you know, we was trying to figure it out. So playing their roles, they did a great job. So really it was a test to, you know, our society and our neighborhoods and our, you know, friends and family, you know, they kind of put us to the test and said, hey, what about women? So it was like, okay, excuse me, ladies, you don't have to do it. Is that something you think you can do? So basically you'll come alongside of us with doing the same thing, but you can still do what you want. So we have two different organizations, all of you know. It's M.O.V.E, and then it's L.O.V.E. L.O.V.E is Ladies of Vision and Empowerment. So it's two separate. So anytime, we just grew to being like how we are now. But anytime L.O.V.E is doing things for the ladies, that's fine. We'll do like security or whatever it is. For anything that they need for, if you need men. If you don't need us, if you just wanna do your thing, that's fine. And if we doing anything that, you know, and we don't want y'all ears to hear, you know, that's fine. But anytime we're doing things together, our programs and tons of programs.
Yes.
Tons of programs. But just know it's coming from us all. I'm not getting a little long-winded.
No.
Okay.
This is your moment.
Okay.
That's
Let me tell you what we cut.
No, that's why I
No.
just said, there ain't no piece in there, 'cause like you said, the lady called in, like, what about ladies? It's like, we're always doing something. We do need more men
Right.
to be in the organizations and support and stand up and speak out. It's like, sit back, it's enough of us.
Right.
Let y'all let them handle it.
And that's what I was gonna say too. I'm pretty sure you all know, but a lot of people don't know how important it is for the man to be seen, for the man to be involved, because you always see the woman. A man's presence makes a big difference. A big difference. So I've seen you, even when I met, when you came downtown. Is that when you got the proclamation? Or is that just when
That's one, yes.
the referee?
That's
I
the
don't know.
referee. His name is Tony Weeks.
Yes.
I
I was there.
met
I did too. I got pictures.
See, you all a family, you know, just know, and I know that the community probably don't know, you all a family, and just know that, anytime we're doing things in the community, like I said, we're super busy, but if it's anything that we can ever do, like when I saw you, you know, Tiffany at City Hall, Tony Weekson, which is the #1 referee, boxing referee in the United States, he's a friend of mine, and, he joined our organization. He just loves our organization. We hang out in Vegas or whatever. And when he found out about the organization, he was like, Murad. He said, Coach. He said, put me in the game, Coach. He said, man, come on. He said, come on, Murad. Put me in the game, man. I was like, I know that you're busy. You traveling, going all over the United States and outside the United States international. I was like, I don't want. He said, look, put me in the game, Coach. I want to come to Kansas City. So I saw him in Vegas. We hung out in Vegas. Like a couple years later, after he told me that, he said, I'm Murad, hold on. When are you going to bring me to Kansas City? I was like, okay, I'm bringing you this year. That was 2025. I was like, no, I'm making that, you know, when you get so busy, you're like, okay, we're going to make that happen. So I called our board, because a lot of things that we do is not because of me. You know, unfortunately, I need help, and we have help people that are in the organization, you know, collectively do the things that they do that is way better than what I can do on what their job is. They come together, I give an idea, or they give us an idea, and we say, okay, Tony Weeks wants to come to Kansas City. I put it off for a couple of years, because of other things that we've been doing, but he said, if we can come up with a date, he's here. So when I saw you downtown, oh, you warmed my heart. I was like, just like you stopped me, and I was like, okay, anything you want, you know, that's how we are. You know, you are a family, and I know you have a good spirit. You got that in high school. You know, the same person, you got the same loving spirit. And just like I stopped it then, that's just how we are. I see us really as family. Not just the blood, I'm not worried about the blood, because so many people that don't have my blood are closer to me than the people with my blood, you know. unfortunately.
I
But
know, those
that's-
are the
that's
dynamics
real-
that happen,
real
that's
life.
real talk, yes.
But as I was saying, it is, I see it, and I'm sure other people see it, that the male presence is important. Even at those vigils, you all's presence was important.
Yes.
Because how I look at it is, the man is the leader. He's head of the household. And so I look to men as the leaders, lead and things like that. So I just think it's very important for men to be involved when it comes to community things like this.
All right, I will speak on that, if you don't mind.
Please.
Okay, I will interject on that. That's the way I was raised. But what I found out, first of all, that's the way I was raised, and I believe what you said. But one of the things that I learned when we were out here, that society has kind of made some adjustments, some minor changes in the way we were raised, or what you just said, which I endorse. So we had to, look, and I'll give you an example. We had an event when we were taking the kids to Brown versus Board of Education during Juneteenth. We wanted Juneteenth to be an extension. We wanted Brown Board of Education event where we got busloads of youth taken to Topeka for that experience. It's a beautiful experience at the museum. And the whole workshop there was beautiful. So during that event, busloads of people, and on the bus was mostly, the women were mostly on that bus. But what we had the men doing, we had a caravan. Men were in our regular cars in front of the bus, on the side of the bus, and behind the bus. But we were just naturally doing that. So when we did that, we got some letters and some phone calls saying, we've never experienced that before. They said, that was incredible. I said, what? That the men were there to, and then helping the people off the bus. That was M.O.V.E.'s job. It was like, look, the women can ride in the bus in luxury, but men, we working on a different level. Let's make sure these kids are safe. That's our job, and the women are safe, and they feel protected, and just have a great time. So we knew that, just listening, that some would appreciate it, but with this new age, and I don't know the different names or what they call, I'll just say that some of them, may not appreciate it as much because some of the women want to lead, feel like they're leaders.
There are some women that have kind of taken a strong, independent stance, I guess would be the best way to say it.
Wow.
But I value having
I'm
men.
strong and independent,
But
but
you
I'm
still
still
want
that
some
you
men
open that door.
Right.
I'm not gonna, I'm strong and independent. Some things I'm gonna sit back and shut up and pick it up, have that.
Yeah, so just know that, we've gone through that because we listen to the public, we listen to our community, because we know, it's because we feel this way. Obviously, we got boundaries, we got gray areas. We want to make sure that, that we do it as a way that's acceptable. But we really want us to be happy, but we also want to help guide and grow together. It's about growth. And I love what you said, because that's the fundamental thing that was put in me, that, hey son, you're expendable. That means you're gonna take chances to make sure things are right, to protect the others, but now it's kind of like, sometimes the opposite sex wanna kind of lead, but we don't knock that, to be honest with you. If they feel that way, we want them to prosper as well,
Well, I think too, the thing is, today, and I myself, as a single parent, we were thrown in that because we were single parents. But I'm just saying me, I still respect the male role. I want a man to lead, as long as he's leading me the right way. And I have to say, when I was growing up, I used to hear ad hoc, and I used to hear the name Baheyadeen and stuff, but I didn't know what it was about. Well, I would hear it on the radio, but I didn't know what was going on because I was a child. Yes,
That's right.
I was a child. So, what was it? What was it that steered you all to start mentoring young men? What happened? Things like that.
Well, it's organic, and what I mean by that is, when you talk about ad hoc, I'll give you an example. I would be in a committee. I'm 12, 13, 14 years old. I was at Central, and I signed up for the committee of the media committee. It was with me and Carl Boyd, and all I wanted to do was be on the radio because we do the PSAs. So we said, okay, we'll do this PSA, and I'm Murad Baheyadeen. So the people at Central said, hey, I heard your name.
Yeah.
You know, what can I say? You know? So to see the men in the community do what they did. So they were mentoring me. So like I said, it was organic. So with my parents, and like I said, when Alvin Brooks and them started that, I was just on a committee and they were marching on drug houses. I was that guy in the back. I'm only 14, 15 years old. I was like, oh, my father gonna be all right up there. But I'm in the back, you know. And the other men, you know, doing what they were doing. And it was about sacrificing for your community. So quite naturally, I can say it was organic, Tiffany, because working at YMCA and my mother putting that in my ear, and I'm telling her, oh, no, Mom. Now I'm start getting older. Now I'm grown, you know, I was in my 40s, you know, once M.O.V.E. came. So I wasn't that, you know, teenager.
You want a young whippersnapper?
Yes, we can say that, okay. See, this is my family. She can get that off. She can get that off. And I have no comeback. But just know that it was organic. It was organic because what was instilled in me, and that really, to be honest with you, you know, when we talk about leaders, when we talk about mentoring, I understood what Alvin Brooks was putting us through then when he was asking. Because those things, I'm like, it's not what you think. It's not, oh man. So it's really not. It's really not. It really takes a lot of courage. You get slapped around. You get doors slammed. You get false accusations even. You're like, okay, you know, the false accusation. It's not a bunch, but it's some that hurts though. You know, I don't want to sound sensitive because I'm not. But man, I love my people. When I say my people, humanity. I love humanity. It was instilled in me, and that is, you know, anything that I know we have to go through, trials and tribulations or whatever, life is life, and I don't mean it feels good. You know, I don't like it, you know, because it's, like I would tell my organization, you know, when I look at the disenfranchised communities that I'm from, because that's where it's coming from. That's where that energies come from, just being honest. That's where the energies come from. So when I think about that, the disenfranchised people are not in first place. And I hate the position. I'll just say that. And it makes me want to strive even harder. And what are you striving with? You know, love is just like M.O.V.E., I say it's an action verb. You know, we have to do something. We just can't sit back. Yes, some people do, and God bless them. I'm not picking on the ones that sit back. I'm not, and just doing what they do. As long as we're doing something positive. But it was something that was instilled in me. I think that it's something that the Creator put in me to galvanize people, and we can always, people that are blessed with that can do something bad with it.
That's true.
So I was blessed to do something I think that is positive. So just know.
Not just positive, empowering, inspiring,
See, I'm humble.
and changing, educational, and changing people's lives. It's transformative. Because even to be able to have experiences, and the ladies, to have experiences that they may not have had before. So that's the piece that people don't think about. When you talk about underserved, underrepresented, to be able to experience things that they probably wouldn't be able to, you provide those opportunities. To meet people or to go places that they probably wouldn't have before. That can give you a spark. That can give you your spark. Like you was talking about, you were in the background with your parents and hope your dad's okay, but that fire was lit because you were there.
Right,
And
exactly.
God willing, that's what's happening with the children that you're mentoring in Moving Love, because they're getting to see the things that can happen coming out of our neighborhoods,
Right.
so they can see the other side.
Right.
And that's the blessing and transformative power
Right.
within Moving Love, I think.
Well, some of the things I'm gonna share about our organization, if you don't mind, is gonna be outside of who Murad is,
Yes.
because I'm seeing them when I'm speaking. And one of the things, I'll just touch on one of them, is our M.O.V.E. Love Sports. Our M.O.V.E. Love Sports, one of the things that they have accomplished over the last maybe close to maybe 10 years, have taken over 1,000 youth to the Royals game. So Camille, you know, I'm gonna say her government name. And it's Camille Moten, and I think about Stephen Stewards and Jim Kearney and Derek Cook, the men and women that head up that. Carlotta, you know, Carlotta, they head up M.O.V.E. Love Sports. So some of the things, and sometimes when we're on hiatus even, they're out there 25, 50 at a time, getting the youth, tailgating.
Yes.
When I don't have the time, you know, I started, you know, we started when I had time, but I didn't have as much time as I started out with. So when they took that and to see the youth, to see the pictures and hear the stories, and then write us the impact, because I didn't go to the Royals game until I was in my 20s. Yeah, mine was in my 20s, and to see them, and we're taking them out there, and the Chiefs even, with the Chiefs, and I won't say all of the behind the scenes names with the Chiefs, but we had a football camp at Arrowhead Stadium. They welcomed our organization. They could have, you know, I'm sure other organizations are great as well, but they said, you know what, you can have a football camp, M.O.V.E. Love, at Arrowhead. So that meant a lot to me, you know, to see the impact that we had on the youth, and they're at the stadium and looking at, and they're meeting some of the players, and they're going to the locker room, and they're feeling like they're gonna be the next football player.
Yes.
And to know that we, because of the hard work, M.O.V.E. Love Sports, I'll say again, yes, I'm behind the scenes, but M.O.V.E. Love Sports is out front, and they're volunteering, and they put in their hard work, you know. And as you all know, we have jobs out here. You know, so it's in addition to the jobs, 60 hours.
Okay.
In addition to that, now we have an organization that we want to be impactful for them, you know, for them. So.
And you know that may be the only time some of them get to go to a baseball game or be in the Chiefs Stadium, but that will have a lasting impact. They will always remember that, even growing up, because so many of our youth are underserved. The trips you all take them on, if it wasn't for you all, they would never experience that. Like Alicia said, just out of their neighborhood. You know, some of them don't even, they've never just been out of their neighborhood. Some of them probably haven't even been out south. You know,
That is true, because when I worked at Jackson County Prosecutor's Office, and there's a program to keep certain age individuals from having a felony. Now, mind you, started out at 13, and you looking at a 13-year-old like, you did that? And we would have, if they had a good week, they would get rewarded at the end of the week. And it's like, okay, I had to come up with a field trip to take them on. And I took them to go eat at this restaurant in Oakland Park, and we went out Water Parkway. And their comments about those houses, the size of those houses, they could not believe they were still within the Kansas City area.
Wow.
It's like, that's a
They
real.
hadn't even driven that far out in the
Right.
city.
It was right on off 950 Metcalf, and we just went out Water Parkway, and the responses, and these are 13 to grown, because I had a 13 to like 18 age group, and they were just in awe of just a Water Parkway with homes.
and because you all, because M.O.V.E. and L.O.V.E. is doing this with the youth, when they grow older, it'll inspire them to do the same
The
Yeah, to somebody else, when they get older and things like that.
I'm gonna give you all some exclusive,
Help one, teach one.
I'm about to give you all some exclusive backstories, okay?
Okay.
Mainly because of you, because I mean, just like, you already know.
My teacher.
Spill it, spill it, spill that tea. Don't forget, if you wanna speak to our brother here, you can call in.
It's in here.
It's on the
Terry
chat.
said her
Speak,
mom
call
used to
in.
go to the ad hoc meetings.
Yeah, okay, give us that exclusive, spill that
I'm
tea.
gonna give you all.
Let's hear it.
Cause
Look, we get coming.
because we talked about Tony Weeks, right? We talked about Tony Weeks, and with M.O.V.E Sports, they said, Mr. President, they said, we're in the sports, you know, we got the football, we have baseball, but you have a connection in boxing, and we have what we call, you know, gloves up, guns down.
Oh, yes, okay.
So they said, since you have a connection in boxing, a lot of people don't know, but I'm ready to tell you that I have family that's in boxing.
Oh,
It's Archie Moore. You all need to look up.
I don't like
He's
sport.
okay.
I mean,
So
I'm
you
saying,
guys all
I'm gonna come
connected.
up right now, okay.
okay. Boxing,
It's
you
okay.
scared of getting beat.
That's okay, it's not for everybody,
It's a
right?
sport.
All right, go ahead,
Yes,
Archie Moore.
His name is Archie Moore. So if you look him up, he fought Rocky Marciano. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records. And when I met Mike Tyson back in 2010, and I told him that I was a cousin of Archie Moore, you know, he was the first, Muhammad Ali's first trainer, and I knew Ali growing up. So my organization knew that I was connected to boxing with the family. My mother's maiden name is Moore. I hope I'm not. Mom, I apologize if I'm telling you. Well, but I'm giving them exclusive on this show. I've never given them.
The Mongoose was his nickname.
The Mongoose.
Okay.
Mike Tyson was like, Murad, do you know all the knockouts he's had? This is what Mike Tyson told me. He said, Murad, cuss. Because we all know Customato talk. He's going to rescue Mike Tyson. So he said, Murad, do you know that that's who Customato had me study? He said, I studied the Mongoose because he's a smaller heavyweight champion. He's really a natural middleweight. But since Mike Tyson is what? He's about my height, 5'10". So he's not a big heavyweight. So he said, Customato had me study. I would stay up and watch him, but he's a knockout artist. He said, don't get me wrong. He said, Murad, I knock people out. This is what Mike Tyson told me. He said, don't get me wrong, I knock people out. But your cousin knocked them the heck out. So he said, you know, so we went on, and I'm gonna fast forward on how on how it's gonna connect to Moving Love. So I let him know that we started an organization. So he was like, anytime you're coming in town, let me know. So anytime if you see pictures of me and Mike Tyson, like one of them got his M.O.V.E hat on, you know, he's like, he really don't wear hats, baseball hats, but he said, I'll wear it for you, come on. So we'll call time out on whatever he's doing when he's working. He'll do that just to show support for the organization and the youth. So that's the boxing side of it. So when Tony Weeks knew that, he was like, you know, I get to know Archie Moore's family because he's the #1 ref. He knows boxing. So he's like, I want to be a part of Archie Moore's family. Murad, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. I know Ali. I was a young boy. I got stories with that. But he was like, all of that. He said, I want in. So just know that my organization put me up to saying, look, we want boxing. We want boxing to be a part of M.O.V.E Sports. So look for us in I think May. We're going to really put out M.O.V.E Sports.
No.
Although we've been doing things, we about to bottle it up.
Really,
You know,
really bottle.
so just know that that's what that's from.
Yes, it's gonna be successful, just like the rest. It is our it's gonna help keep moving, you guys. I have a question. Didn't I just see something internationally?
Yes, that's another one.
Guys, yes, please speak to that.
Okay, we have a M.O.V.E Love International.
Yes.
And it's been in the works for about 3 years. Some of the things I kind of put on hold because I'm like, okay, we're relevant, we're doing things, continue to do it, but get to the point, kind of like what Alvin Brooks did with us. do what you need to do. As I learned from my Uncle Alvin Brooks,
Get situated
get
first.
situated,
Mm-hmm.
show us, not just me,
Yes.
that this is real, and show me the impact that you have on the people internationally.
Yes, yes.
And I will talk more about it.
Okay.
And then we will bottle it up, like I say, and then show the community. In case the community is doing things abroad, you know, it's one of the things that we did, and we have like military, you know, we did things with the organization, because some people don't believe bringing their youth and putting them in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine,
I know.
which is fine, but we have to respect the ones
Yes,
that.
we do.
So with all due respect to our,
Based on the administration, I'm saying, depends on who's in the administration before you
right.
let your child go along.
Okay.
so
Well,
certain people in the military
Yes.
joined us, and we did some beautiful things with the Missouri National Guard. I mean, beautiful things. And they joined us and they said, look, we out here abroad. There's some things, we're part of Moving Love. Can we, with the security of the military outside,
Yes.
with the security and the help, they followed our lead, but they want to make sure we're good. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so kind of like in partnership or collaboration or consortium
Yes.
of people, you know, and entities. So that's how we kind of started the international side of it. We went to Honduras, and they asked us to adopt a school. There's so many things that they need, and it was like the things that you all are doing, if you can be a part of it, and with the help of the people that were in our organization that are military people, we did some things with adopting a school there, and then we did some things in Senegal, Africa. Really, and I'll say this, and I'm not stepping on the toes of the ones that are leading it, and that's my brother, Baheyadeen. I want to give credit to you all. That's the hard work that they're doing. I'm behind the scenes. Alim Hafiz, Alim is in that, and Damian Morgan, he's in the military, and that's our military protection or, you know, guidance on when we're doing things abroad. And one of the things in Africa with M.O.V.E. International, just Africa, Thailand, and but one of the goals of M.O.V.E. International is to touch every continent, to bring the things that we're doing in the heart of America. Started in Kansas City. Started in Kansas City at the heart of America. What better place for it to start in the
That's
heart?
right.
For the world. For the world, just to do generous, positive things, the energy, the things that we've learned, you ladies, and the things and the examples that you all set, that we all set collectively. Just let's share that with the world, because they're life and also.
Yes.
And a lot of them, I'll be honest with you, they're looking up to us like, wow, you all got that. So we want to show them that we can do things here nationally, you know, in Kansas City and in different states. We have M.O.V.E. St. Louis and things like that. We can also do things outside of the United States.
Yes.
So the same formula. So they are doing a good job. So I want to make sure we salute to them and keep up the good work. And like I said, those are things that we're giving to the world. We want to touch every continent with humanity and the beautiful things that we have learned here in our lives.
Yes. Yes.
So, okay, so you have the M.O.V.E. International. Did someone maybe like see what you all were doing on social media, or you knew somebody that out of the country and said, hey, you know, we want to do that here? Is that how that happened, or?
All right.
Spill the tea.
I'm gonna keep it real because anytime I look to the right over here, I'm like,
Spill the tea.
I can't just gotta butter it up, but
You
then
can't spill it.
I look over here, I'm like, okay, you know what you asked me. So in my life, and it doesn't just come from me, what I'll get ready to say, but I'm really giving you my story. The things that we're doing collectively, and the people that I've known for the many years I've been on this earth, when they see the things that we're collectively doing, not just me, things that we're doing, I do get calls to say, look, can we, or what do you think about us doing something together, you know? And with that, Sometimes it's a maybe, sometimes it's, okay, we can slowly kind of move that way. But the closer you get to me, I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. Us, we're moving love. The closer you get, you kind of feel compelled to do something, I think.
Yes.
So I think that's kind of how that kind of works with, you know, we're talking about Move Love International and the other things that we do, even the Move Love Sports. Some people, and it's because of the goodness that's in their hearts.
Yes.
Not so much me or just the members that you see. No, I think we all have some goodness in our heart. I think sometimes, even like me, when my mother asked me about doing something with the youth,
You're like, nah.
I said no. So I think about myself even. I'm like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't
that's
ready.
what I'm
But
saying.
it was
We
still
all
in
grow.
there. It was just in there a little deep, Mom. I'm sorry. It was super deep, and my mother noticed it. You know?
But she knew you. Here we go. We welcome it. If there's anyone out there that would like to help us out with that engineering and technology.
You just gotta fit it in the puzzle. You see the puzzle? Swipe
Okay.
it over.
No, we're gonna bring our engineer up.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yes, but thank you. We had a caller that called in on the line that we used, and that interfered. So we have a caller here now. I'll go ahead and answer, and it should not interrupt. All right, hey caller, thank you for calling in. Hey Nick. Let me see. Go ahead.
I just want to call and say hello to Murad before you guys got out of there. Hate that I missed him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yes, Terry, I'm here. I'm sorry you missed too. I was looking forward to seeing you as well.
I know, but I couldn't risk anybody else getting whatever I had, so
Thank you for staying home.
She got the cooties.
I can't get nobody else sick, so, sitting out Alicia's kids don't get me sick.
Oh, okay. That's whose fault it is.
Yeah, blame it on Alicia. Blame it on her kids.
Thank you, Terry, and just know, Terry, that I admire what you all are doing. This is a beautiful setup, and the spirit that you all have is contagious and is much needed in our community, and is welcome. And like I was telling them, that I've been watching you all, and admiring you all from afar when I can check in, and just to show that sisterhood, that's something that's needed. And
Absolutely. Thank you. We appreciate all that love.
Yes, we did.
Yes. And I told Krista, she'll took y'all long enough to invite me on. We're gonna beg to be on here. I'm like, when they gonna get to me? I'm just kidding.
So now I have to ask.
Just know you was coming.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
all right,
yes.
okay.
You know we're gonna have you on here. You know it. We have to. You're doing such great things in the
I
community.
appreciate it.
How many years now?
Since 2013.
2013.
I was
Wow,
on here
this
in
is
2014. From
13 years?
Right.
Wow.
Right.
That is great. Yes, it is.
It's been 13
Okay.
years.
So do you have some events coming up that you'd
Yes.
like to share?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
But you all know it's a gentleman, and while we're on Move Love Sports, I'll start with that. So
Okay.
Move Love Sports. His name is, you all might know this gentleman. His name is Louis Smith.
No way. My brother, what he doing? What he doing?
We have Louis Smith,
Mm-hmm.
and he joined our organization to collaborate.
Okay.
He works with MCC Athletic.
Yes, yes.
So definitely go on their website. He does the basketball.
Mhm.
Yes.
I play basketball with Lou. I'm gonna put this in, exclusive. I played basketball with Lou. He blocked my shot. I didn't score a lot of points, when we was growing up. So, he has skills. But yeah, he joined, just to collab with us with Move Love Sports.
Okay.
And we do things, we have a basketball
He
camp.
coached my nephew.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Vicky's son.
All right. So what I'm getting ready to tell you is louis.smith@mcc.edu.
Okay. She's dropping that in the chat.
If you go on there, please, because we have a basketball camp coming up in May.
What's the date?
But to get the details,
We gotta go there.
go there. Go there and just give them a week. Just give them a week, and then all the information will be on there. He's working out the details, but he did want me to come on here. He said, Murad, say it or else. I don't know what the or else
That's
is.
me.
You know
Or
what
else,
else?
I'm like, or else, maybe kind of left it hanging there. We just kind of, it wasn't a period, like a comma, or else. I'm like, so Lou, I said it, Lou.
Do we need to get Lou on here to promote it? It's happening in May, he got time, we have to see it.
There's a flyer, we definitely will share it on our
Yes.
page.
You hear that, Lou? Come up with the flyer. The ladies want to post it. That's your job, because I'm behind the scenes, man.
That's
I'm just here to promote it and just do what you asked me to do. So let's move Love Sports. We have some games coming up. It'll be on our website, movelovekc.org.
MoveLoveKC.org, we're gonna drop that in the chat too.
And please go on there to register, to volunteer, or even to register your youth from 5 to 18, boys or girls, because our website is together, obviously.
Okay,
Move
yes.
Love,
Look,
KC.
I got a bunch of good kids.
Right.
Get up in there, so I'll check it
We have
out.
a couple events in April.
Oh, really? What's going on
This
with
is
this?
incredible, you all. We have some programs, some new programs. One of them is we're connecting to music, because we know Najee, and I'll tell you all about Najee coming with the music and poetry. We have someone that is connected and very good in poetry.
Okay.
So we want to teach the youth and get them connected with soft music, poetry. Elston Jeffers is his name, and he's heading up that program, and that's April the 10th. So please sign your youth up.
So we're gonna MoveLoveKC.org.
I'll send you the link for the link tree. How about that?
Yes,
On the
we
link
need
tree,
the whole
they got their whole thing, everything that you
Yes,
want is
yes.
on there.
Yes.
I'll send them the link so they can go on there. Just go on there and just go hit register, and you can go on there and see the different things that we're doing, and you can register your youth. But that's a program that we plan on really, really bringing something to the youth, because we want them into music.
Yes.
We think that music and instruments, and we got Najee. We haven't gotten a date yet, maybe September or October. This is something Najee told me.
So the ladies are sipping Spillin tea, can we get that exclusive?
Yeah,
Behind the scenes?
this is
I'm
back.
just asking behind
Najee,
the scenes,
this
because I know that's not G, so
This
just a
is
little
Najee.
behind the scenes, maybe a
So I'm
picture.
gonna give you all an exclusive.
A picture.
Najee. Do y'all know who Najee is? He's a
Okay.
saxophonist. So I'm gonna tell you what Najee told me.
Okay.
Okay. Najee, I think I can share. This is family, Najee.
It's family,
He's a
Najee.
saxophonist,
Yes.
wonderful individual. He's on our.
Music a long time.
Listen to his music, please get his album. But I am going to give this podcast, because it's family over here.
He's gonna spill the tea.
I'm gonna
Spill it,
something
spill
that-
it.
something that Najee
Come
told me.
on, what he tell you?
Somebody's trying to call in again.
Okay.
Najee wanted us to bring him, make a long story short, he was just like Murad, just like Tony Weeks said, when you bring me to Kansas City, COVID hit. Najee was coming, COVID hit, that's rebound from COVID, but I think we can wrap it up, because he's kind of getting his schedule for the year,
Okay.
so we're trying to work that out. I got Sean Tyler in charge of that.
Of
So it
course.
won't be
Hey,
on
Sean.
me. So Sean Tyler, I just told them, you're heading that up with
So
Suleiman.
don't forget, y'all, Suleiman,
Suleiman,
Sean, don't y'all
Sean.
forget, ladies are sipping the tea, we need that
Right.
connect.
Now, he was like, because of that music, he wants to.
Yes.
So that's his way of giving back. He's on our website.
Okay.
He gave a statement about how he support our organization. And just know, when the people that we know support us, we connect with any good organization. So it's not like we're thinking, oh, we have somebody with us. No, we all family, you all. If you have an organization that's doing anything positive, what's ours is yours. We just want to do it together, do something positive, and spread it to our community and cultivate, show our youth what it's like.
Yes.
When adults, we got our heads on right on how we can, even with our subtle differences, on how we can come together. So just know that music, connecting the instruments and poetry, which is April 10th.
I have a grandson that loves music,
Please
and I want to sign him
up.
up. April 10th, I have not
Go
known
on
that.
that
He
link
loves
tree that I
music.
give you all.
He
Sign
does
them up.
that little all this stuff. I'm like,
Please,
okay, little
please
I signed up.
Please
I
connect.
will,
Please
yes.
connect that, because that event, the apartments used to be named, I can't remember the name, it was Timberlake, the 87th.
Yes, yes,
It'll be at the clubhouse, April
Okay,
10th.
okay.
So please
So
go
right
on
where
there.
that is, on Holmes. I think it's on Holmes,
Going through our,
somewhere that way. No,
social
it's,
media.
on 87th Street.
It's on 87th
It's
Street.
on 87th
It's
Street,
the
yes.
new
Yes.
name now, I think.
But,
This
okay,
is the
yeah,
last thing.
we're going to the website, move.love, or just move love, move love,
KC.
KC.org.
It's in the chat.
Is there a limited number? Save me a spot if y'all all take the spots before then.
And then something really huge. We have etiquette classes.
We need
We
that.
have etiquette, and it is headed by Paula Johnson. She has a married name, so it's not coming to me. So I apologize, Paula.
He'll get it in a
But
minute.
I met her when she was Paula Johnson,
Okay.
and she heads up our etiquette. That's one of our evenings. And we had our first etiquette class last month. So every month we're having it. I think our next one is at the Southeast Community Center. It's April 19th. It's
Girls and boys or just?
it's girls and boys. Sometimes it's going to be girls only. The last one was girls only because she is very talented. She is incredible.
Ah,
The things that you want to learn in etiquette, you know, I can't explain it all, but she's heading that up.
so Sister Secretary, excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off. Are we getting all these dates?
Oh, no.
Okay?
April 10th, April 19th.
But you see over here right now.
She's right, we're gonna get it all right. In the chat as well. I'll put this
Please
out here
do.
now, early.
Please do.
And we just reminding people, encourage you, go to the website, movelovekc.org, so you can see all of these great events.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, this is
Yes.
so amazing. I'm glad you made it
Oh,
to the
yes.
show to
Yes.
speak about moving love.
Yes. Yes.
All the wonderful things you've been doing for all these years in the
Right.
community,
Right.
the inspiration behind
Right.
it, the impact you
Right.
guys are truly having.
Right.
You are having a great impact. Things that I didn't know you were doing all of that.
Right.
This is just wonderful.
One of the things that you contacted me, and I wanted to make sure that I do
Ah,
something.
thank you. Before I forget, go ahead.
Yes.
Mm.
This is something. This is.
I'm gonna wait. Let me calm down. Let me calm down.
This
Okay.
was for me / the community as well.
Yeah.
A couple years ago. Well,
Terry's waiting. She said,
oh, Terry, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. M.O.V.E. Aviation. Okay. A few years ago, I'm gonna back up to my biological father. I'm gonna give you all the backstory about, because you all are family. I don't, like I said, this is my first time giving this side of the story, which is what's behind the scenes since this type of podcast. I had my biological father passed away right before I turned 2. And I didn't find out till about 4 or 5 years ago after meeting his brother, which was my uncle. He was in Chicago. He said that your father wanted to be a pilot. And I'd already started in aviation. He said, your biological father wanted to be a pilot. I said, are you serious? That's incredible. Now I'm gonna fast forward so the story won't be as long. Sister Claire Muhammad School, I lost a substitute teacher. She was a substitute teacher that passed away, and her kids passed away from a car accident. Okay? I was in junior high. I was a mischievous child. And that's putting it lightly. I was mischievous, and I'm only getting that word from the people that knew me back then. I'm like, was I bad? They said, no, you was just mischievous. I'm like, let that word up. It's not what everybody called me. But I was mischievous to her. I kind of remember that. She was a substitute, so the real teacher wasn't in. But one thing, she was our teacher for about a month or 2 before the summer. She passed away, well, hold on, before she passed away, the last day, she said, I'm giving all her students something. And we only had about 5 of us. It was a private school. The thing that she gave me, and I'll never forget it was an airplane book about being a pilot. I never knew about my biological father wanting to be a pilot. It was a pilot's book. And, well, I'm gonna give you all this.
Spill the tea, Murad. Go ahead.
Okay.
Spill the tea.
Probably because she passed away. It wasn't because of the pilot. I would read because she gave me a 4-page statement about Murad. You're not bad. I see right through that. You're a good young man. You're going to do great things. I I see you as a pilot. It was just beautiful.
Yes.
But I would, okay, here it go.
Go ahead.
I would cry. It brought tears to my eyes because I was kind of mean to her. I was like, she passed away. I was mean. And here it is, she passed away. Look what she read. Look what she wrote about me, being a pilot. So fast forward to at UPS, when I went to being a truck driver, over the road truck driver, I thought I could find some time to get into aviation. I said, let me see if I like it. I liked it, but I didn't have the time or the seniority to have time to get into aviation. But a few years ago after COVID, I said, let me get back into this aviation. Since then, I've gotten different licenses and requirements. But I wanted to always connect it to the organization and the things that we do for the youth.
Yes.
Because this is something for me. I'm up there flying, you know.
Flying. He's a pilot. You hear me? A pilot. Oh,
Thank you so
proud.
much.
So proud
But
of
it
you.
came because of the support I get from my wife and my children and my mother. Don't you know that my mother, and I'm gonna keep it real with you all, it is very, very, very challenging. I'm a meteorologist. All the things you have to know to be a pilot, it is, I don't even wish it on anybody, unless you're young. If you're young, go for it. But the older, I'm like, I didn't know it was gonna be this. But now once I got started, you know, I was like, I'm gonna take it to the end.
Yes.
You know, so the different requirements that I'm getting, I have one coming up, a check ride coming up. I can take up to 6, you know, passengers, and then the one after that is gonna be multi-engines. These are the things that I wanna have before I retire from UPS.
Yes.
So I can do more things. I didn't wanna get, no, I ain't gonna say. You know,
Y'all feel
maybe
the
try.
team. Y'all
Try.
feel it.
Try.
Y'all, we family.
I
Y'all
get it.
feel the
Anything
team.
else?
I didn't wanna get a plane. I didn't wanna get a plane, you know, once I retire.
Yes.
Want to
It's
get a plane.
coming. It's coming.
But just remember, I'm always connecting it to not just me and my family, that's my community. I want us to experience what is it like to be on a plane, a private plane. And I want to be that pilot. And I
Yes,
know
sir.
so many other pilots, I've gotten relationships, they're like, look, anything your organization is doing, we're in, you don't have to worry about certain red tape.
Yes.
They're like,
sir.
look, if you don't want to do it, move in love, we got it. You know, and they're from all communities
Yes.
in different airports and cities. They're like, no, if you're doing it, we love what you're doing.
And haven't you already done like
Yes,
one
we
or
have.
two
Yes, we
around
have.
aviation events
Oh,
for
yes.
folks, children?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
We're gonna get some pilots up in here.
And my goal, because I head up that program, you know, with M.O.V.E Aviation, my goal, this is my goal, is to connect 50 youth. It's all said and done, because it's not just being a pilot, you can be an air traffic controller, meteorologist. There's so many careers. Listen, it's a lot of quality paying jobs in aviation.
STEM, let's get into
Right.
them STEM careers.
Please know that. And I want to be that catalyst. I want to be that one that can help knock down some of that red tape and some of
You
those
are
boundaries,
already doing it.
you know, that I know is already set out there because I've experienced it and I've talked to them. They're like, okay, now that we know you, I was like, that's what I'm here for.
So you're gonna break those barriers down.
Right, I want our youth to do it.
Wow.
Like I said, it's super challenging when you get our age. Whoa, just
And
because.
not only that, introducing them to something else besides basketball, football. I really don't. It really bothers me that some parents, not all, they instill in their children, this is your only way out. They are so talented in so many things. If we just encourage them, inspire them, and say, hey, you can do that too.
Yes.
You know?
That's what we want to
Let
do
them
it
know
for.
they can do it.
It
So-
starts with education,
Yeah.
because like you said with the FAA, I was trying to put Austin in it. We was gonna put Austin in, I was looking at that like, first of all, you got attention span. I need you to pay attention.
Right.
It's like your attention span with that FAA, with
Right.
the,
With the
it's
FAA.
like, whoa.
Right. It's really, like I said, eliminating those barriers is the key, really. And I just wanted it to be me because that's a job and that's a task. I was like, you know what? I believe that I'm built for it.
Yeah, God put that on you
Right,
have a little.
so I just wanna make it easier for the next generation, to, get involved in aviation. We had one at the downtown airport.
Yeah.
We had at the downtown airport and taught them about, the simulators and things like that. And I let them talk to me and ask me any question and just let them know that I wanna expose them. I even have a son that's in our program and we have an internship coming up for him to be an air traffic controller. He wants to see what's out in life.
That's
He's looking to graduate, yes. So if you have a youth, sign them up. Like I said, that's a program that I'm over, so,
Okay.
but I will touch bases on this, and I wanted to make sure that I did finish with my mother. She's there with me. I got tons of books in aviation, tons of things that I'm studying. I'm talking about 5-6 hours a day. I'm keeping it real. And my mother is at the table on the weekends coming over, drilling me, making sure that I'm sharp because I have to test. I have to continuously test. So I'm like, okay, so when I'm up there in the sky, which I am, whenever I want to get up, and I'm up there by myself before I carry passengers, I'm looking down at our community. I'm up there in the sky. My Cessna 172. I'm thinking about, man, having the youth up here and adults too. I don't mind adults coming. I'm just like, this is what it's about. 'Cause I feel good up there. I'm like, and you get to see the whole city, and I'm going downtown, airport, and I'm at night, and just that experience. I want others to have it that are interested. The ones that are not, if you think it's not good for you, that's fine. You can have something else, but being that I believe if we expose them, like you said, to more than just the basketball. And I want them in basketball.
That too,
That's exercise because even with the basketball, we're teaching them life skills.
Yes.
Lewis Smith, it was one of the first things, like, okay, with this organization, it's not just about shooting the hoop. It's life skills. We want to make sure they're going home better than they did when they came. To their parents, and are they being obedient? How are they doing their grades? Because we're not just drilling them. Whether it's aviation or the fun stuff with the sports, we're not just drilling them on sports. Trust me, we're asking them, who are they as a people? What is it that your purpose is? Get your purpose and from the Creator. Connect to your purpose, and we want to be here to be generous to you. M.O.V.E. and L.O.V.E. is here. What can we do for you?
And to build those skills, help them build those soft skills, those character traits, all of that. With all of those different activities, events, and learning that you share all the time. Oh my goodness, Murad, we could go on forever. We could, we need to catch up, because we haven't really had a chance to sit down in a long time. When was the last time you guys saw Murad?
It was down to 18th Line.
Mine was at City Hall.
And City Hall a couple years ago. When was the last time you saw him, Terry? She can't remember. But Dewan is on your phone. Dewan is calling in. I don't know if she wants to speak a minute. President of L.O.V.E, Ladies of Vision and Empowerment.
I'm going to put you on.
Yes, he's still here.
Yes. Did you want to be on the air? Okay, let me get you right back.
We're almost done. We are finishing up. Yes.
Yeah, I will touch real quick with that proclamation. The city gave us one, I can't remember the year. It's been at least 5-6 years. We have a proclamation for the organization. So when you saw us getting one, that was for Tony Weeks. I did want to make sure that I did clarify that. He did get one, and the city council, city manager, mayor, everyone did an outstanding job. Really made him feel, joining our organization was the right thing to do. And he said that was the first time that he was recognized the way he was when he came to Kansas City.
Really?
Wow.
Yes. So Tony Weeks, go out there and look up Tony Weeks, the boxing referee.
Yes.
And he's part of the family of Kansas City.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. This has been so inspiring and motivating. And again, look up MoveLoveKC.org, and you can get a list of all the events, sign your children up, and know what's happening with the organization. They bring so many great things for our community. So again, MoveLoveKC.org. It's going to be dropped in the chat. So you'll have more information on the different events that you can have your children sign up for, or that you could possibly attend. And I just have to say thank you, my big brother, thank you for coming.
You have to excuse me.
Oh, thank you so much, for being here.
Very, very welcome. And it was an honor to me. Like I said, I admired you all. I'm just keeping it real. To see the things that you all are doing and just stay together. Weather the storm, if I can say anything. You know, 'cause I got partners that we've been friends forever, and I understand what it takes.
Yes.
So keep doing what you're doing. Keep God first. And just know all those tests, your minor disagreements or whatever, just know you're being tested. It was just a test.
Okay.
Just weather the storm, but stick together and unify and show the next generation, you know, what it looks like. Because you're looking good from what I'm saying. You're all doing a great job.
Thank you so much. And look, this just speaks to how wonderful a person he is. He keeps throwing out all of these great compliments and everything. But you are a guest, so we sure do appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So we'll move right into Black History. We usually cover a little more Black History. This is living Black History. With L.O.V.E. and our brother Murad right here. But we'll have some Black History. And then hopefully we can have a kindness moment, maybe one or two. We try to share a couple of kindness moments also.
And before I read this, I just want to say, even though I don't have a small son anymore, I'm still thankful because these young men are out in our community. So we're gonna run into them and just instilling in them discipline and introducing them to new things in life. Even though it's not my child, I'm still grateful because they are being able to have this opportunity, a wow moment, you know, because like I said, this may be the only time that they have that wow moment. And this is our future. They're gonna be out in the community. So I'm very thankful for the effort that you all put forth in working with them, working with young ladies and establishing these different activities and things like that. So know that we are appreciative of that. I'm very soft-hearted with boys because I have a son. So I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
So as we know, this is still Women's History Month, and this is the last Sunday. And this lady here that I'm about to read about, she was just a trailblazer. I really couldn't write everything down. Her name is Dorothy Irene Height. Oh, where's
There you go.
Mic check, mic
There
check.
you
1,
go.
2.
Yeah, speak it to the mic.
Her name is Dorothy Irene Height. Dorothy Irene Height was born March 24th, 1912 in Richmond, Virginia, and was one of America's greatest administrators, educators, women's civil rights activists. She spent a lifetime working to improve the conditions of women. She served 40 years as the president of the National Council of Negro Women's, and Height worked from 1944 to 1977 on the national staff of the Young Women's Christian Association. She also served as president from 1946 to 1957 as president of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. She was the first African American to own property on Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C., and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1994. Heights died at the age of 98 on April 20th, 2010. And that didn't even, what I just said wasn't even, it didn't even hit everything she did. She was a trailblazer.
Yes.
So I'm like, what a good way to end
Yes.
Women's History Month.
Yes. Yes.
We will have some words of kindness.
March 29th. I read this last week, so I was off a week.
That's okay.
But anyway, for those of you who wasn't present, beware and be aware. That was it. Stop negative talk, chime in with a compliment when a conversation is disparaging. Oh, I need to hear that
Yes.
myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and on that note, we want to thank you for joining us. It is 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and the meeting may end. We want to thank our guests. Thank you, thank you,
Thank you, Murad. I also want to remind you, check out that link, get your, what you sipping on tea, or you can get your just sipping and spilling the tea, KCT of the ladies in the front. You know, help us out. We're growing, we're spilling the tea on everything great about our city, about Kansas City. So go ahead and order that t-shirt, $20. You can get
For
yours.
small through large, $20.
Oh, 25 extra
Extra
large.
large and above is
Okay.
25.
Thank you. Thank
And
you
again,
again.
look at her shirt.
Oh,
It's
you want
one
to-
of the shirts.
This
She's
is
gonna
one.
be our model.
All right. Thank you. I know we gone over a little bit. We'll see you guys. Not next week. It's the holiday. We want everyone to enjoy their holiday. But in 2 weeks, we'll have another special guest. And you'll be getting some telemarketing advertisements on that show soon. All righty. We do not own the rights to this song, but you know we love to play it. Again, thank you, Houdini. We have some wonderful friends, and we appreciate them. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Murad.
Thank you.
All righty, thank you. Have a great couple of weeks. Hey, friends. How many of us have them? Get it, get it.
Hey.
Let's be friends. Hey. No time to use it in the wrong way. Hey. Hey, no fixed day. Bye guys. Get your t-shirt. Yeah. Hey.